This conference will now be recorded.
Hello. Hello, Ayhan and Manaj. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay. Sorry. So I think because of misunderstanding, the last week we couldn't join a lesson. Yes, I waited for you approximately half hour, but no one joined. I think it was because time change. Yes.
Yes. Last
So
time we were waiting as well.
yes. So my actually waited for approximately half hour. So but no one joined. So my friend and told me that the time is different in UK and Azerbaijan right now.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, it is.
it made me disappointed. I realized that it is my mistake because so actually not my mistake, but I should be warned about the time change beforehand. But no one told me actually. Okay, good. Jamal isn't here. Okay. So actually, I have to talk about new topic today, but before, so I'll give you brief information about a second Karabakh War. So you know it happened last year. So mm, Azerbaijan actually gained a great victory over Armenians. So we were waiting for this day. So a long period of time. So that's the reason. This is important day. This is very important day for us because we liberated our territories. So all of the people living around the world, so they actually uh, so they when they heard about this victory, everyone, the motivation of the Azerbaijanis and the spirit of national spirit of Azerbaijan is actually increased significantly. Yes. So
Yeah.
how did you accept this when you heard about Azerbaijan's victory over Armenians and when liberation of Azerbaijan territories? How did you react to this situation, Maraj and Ayhan?
Happy.
Yeah. So
He said he
so
was happy.
yeah, you were happy. Yes, everyone were happy actually. So including me as a history, not only as a history teacher, but as well as so as a citizen of Azerbaijan, and this is my home country. So you know, so the in terms of not only as a citizen of this country, as well as a human being. So it was the restoration of human rights, yes, because
Yeah.
Armenians killed many people in the First Karabakh War, and they were deported from their hometowns, home countries, and so they were deprived from their basic rights, and so they lost their family members. That's why I think it is not only liberation of the territory, but also in terms of human rights important. It is the restoration of justice, yes, restoration of the
Yeah.
right of Azerbaijanis. So, as you remember, first Azerbaijan military forces that liberated first several villages of Fizuli, so then Jabrayil, then Fizuli district, then the Hadrut before, then Fizuli, so Zangilan, Gubadlı. So, but Chelbazar, Altam, and Lachen gave us back by means of diplomacy, yes. So do you think our diplomacy was successful as well? Because we liberated 3 districts without war, yes, if you remember. Kelbeder, Latin, and uh, what else? And Ardam, yes. So
Yes.
without war. So we actually the half of victory is diplomacy. If your diplomacy doesn't work very well, you cannot gain a victory over your enemy. So that's why I usually say that the success of the country half is diplomacy, half is the battle. Yes, that's why if you are winner in the battle, it doesn't mean you are winner. So that we should be as well. So very strong in informative war. You know, so Armenians have very strong community, so they usually manipulate people around the world, write comments on the Facebooks, yes, or social medias, yes. But we should also need to know our history, so join to the information war, yes, and try to give our message to the international community that we are right. Actually, they actually deported our people from occupied territories. These are our territories, not Armenians, because the majority of people living in these territories were Azerbaijani Turks, not Armenians. So international justice, restoration international justice. Do you have any specific question about the Second Karabakh War? Why it is called 4 days? Why it's called Second Karabakh Day? So Second Karabakh War. Do you have information about that?
Was it because Armenia? So Azerbaijan gave Armenia some land.
In the First Karabakh War, yes.
Yeah.
Do you have information of what time it happened? First Karabakh War I'm talking about.
No, but it was a really long time ago.
At the very beginning of independence of Azerbaijan in 1990s, yes. 1990.
Yeah.
It ended as actually we signed a peace, so not peace treaty, ceasefire in 1994. So it was temporary situation that Armenia, by means of the support from the foreign countries, especially the Russia, they actually occupied Azerbaijan territories. So, but I don't put blame on anyone else, because this is the great power politics. It's normal. They usually try to balance power, yes. That's why. So they support Armenia, and so I don't think that there was a political instability in Azerbaijan. Armenia used the situation for their own benefit, okay, and they occupied Azerbaijan territories. So why? Because of political stability in Azerbaijan. But in comparison to First Karabakh War, we had superiority over Armenians, yes. We are military better than Armenians, yes. As well as there is not any political instability in Azerbaijan right now. So that's why we actually, Armenians actually, they knew that Azerbaijan Azerbaijan had military equipments, advanced military equipments, yes. So they actually miscalculated the situation, yes. So they didn't calculate Azerbaijan's military balance, yes. So that's why actually they lost the war. So Azerbaijan is one of the fastly developing country because of the, thanks to the oil, yes, and gas. So we have really advanced military equipments. So buying from the Turkey and as well as Israel. So that's why. But they intentionally provoked us to the war. But we didn't have intention to go to the war. Yes. So there was a negotiation between Armenia and Azerbaijan. New president of Armenia, Pashinyan. So negotiation was on the table. So Armenians had to give back at least 7 regions to Azerbaijan, yes, but Armenians withdrew from the negotiation process in 2019. So there was no way. They actually provoked us to the war. Do you remember, if you have watched the news, so do you remember Pashinyan, in his speech, the president of Armenia told that, so the Karabakh is Armenian territory? Yes, this is the provocation, because Karabakh is internationally recognized Azerbaijani territory. Yes, do you have information about that? Karabakh is internationally recognized Azerbaijani territory. How do you define if the country's territory is internationally recognized or not? UN, yes, United Nations. If United Nations recognizes your territory as your own territory, yes, you are sovereign country, independent country. So Karabakh as internationally recognized as the territory of Azerbaijan. Armenia's occupation of Azerbaijan is just a breach of the international law, nothing else, yes. That's why no one supported Armenia during the Second Karabakh War. Yes, because Pashinyan, Armenia intentionally broke the international law. Yes, what is international law? What does international law says? Says that Karabakh and the surrounding territories, 7 districts, are the international Azerbaijani territories. Yes, that's why. Okay, that's all. I wanted to give a brief information. Jalil, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm okay, perfect, Jalil. So I already mentioned because of misunderstanding, so we couldn't join to our lesson last week because of the time change in UK and Azerbaijan. So misunderstanding actually. So I waited for you, but no one joined. Okay, let's start our new topic today. This is one of the state actually founded in the northern part of Azerbaijan. Do you remember we didn't talk about any state in the northern part of Azerbaijan? Yes. What we talked was only about southern part of Azerbaijan so far. Yes. Do you remember that? Manna Kingdom, yes, Atropatene. So all of them
Didn't
were.
we talk about Tomris?
Yeah, Tomris. So, but Tomris just was the leader of the group of people and tribes. Let's say it wasn't like the state actually. Yes, but its first state in northern part of Azerbaijan is called what? I will not talk about that. You will help me to find the name of today's topic. Yes, listen. 1 minute, please. Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you questions, and the answer of these questions will help us to find the name of new topic. Okay, so okay, I know maybe you will not find answer to some of the questions, but I'll help you. At least we need to find the name of new topic. Okay, for example, let's start one by one. So first letter of the word. You see, for example, it's one of the oldest human settlement in Azerbaijan. Yes. Do you know what is it?
Is it A?
Yes. What is the name of it?
Azik.
Azık Cave. Yes. Amalesh, do you remember? Ayhan? Azık Cave. Yes. The first human settlement in Azerbaijan. Yes. It's located in Khojavan in Karabakh. Yes. So first human beings lived in Azerbaijan in Khojavan region. Yeah.
I didn't know what settlement was, but I wrote that down.
Okay, perfect. The first settlement in, let's say, the first where was the first people were living in Azerbaijan, let's say. So second question, it was one of the government parties in Azerbaijan in the 3rd millennium BC. Do you remember that? Maybe we didn't discuss. There was three government bodies, yes. The government body was not the state, but it was like state, but it had not all of the features of the state, yes. Do you remember Lulubi, Kuti, and what else? Kuti and Turkey, yes, before Manna Kingdom. So it means that the answer is what? Lulubi, yes. I'll write here, Lulubi. Okay. So third question, it is one of the oldest human settlements in Azerbaijan, located in Lerish district of Azerbaijan. I don't think so that you will remember, but maybe you have read my textbook or you have looked through my presentation. Have you looked through my presentation? It is one of the oldest human settlements in Azerbaijan, together with Azık Cave.
Yes, yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh, no.
No, it's not Azık Cave. Azık is the first one, Azık Cave.
Oh, I thought it was Azık Cave.
No.
Is it is it Mana?
No.
Mana.
Manna was state. We're talking
It's a
about
king.
human settlements. Where the cave, you know, the cave. So this is located in the southern part of Azerbaijan. The name of it is Buzeyir cave. Yeah, Buzeyir. And so scientists believe that the name of Azerbaijan takes its origin from this ancient Azerbaijani state. What was the name of state which Azerbaijan name is derived from that?
Is it Atropaten?
Yeah, Atropatene, you are right. Atropatene. Oh, sorry. Atropatene. What else? The next question, Atropatene. Okay, the next question. This is one of the oldest city in Azerbaijan, so which was founded in 3 millennium BC. So I don't think that. Yeah.
Is it Gobustan?
No.
Is it Mana city?
No, Manna is a state. It's not the city. This is one of the oldest city in Azerbaijan.
Mana Kingdom?
No, Manna is a kingdom. Manna is a state. This is Nakhchivan. Nakhchivan. There's some questions I have intentionally put here to get more information about our Azerbaijan history. Yes. For example, this question is a new question. This is one of the oldest city in Azerbaijan, which was founded
Is it?
Nakhchivan.
Is there two? Oh wait,
Nakhchivan. Have you ever heard about Nakhchivan city of Azerbaijan?
No.
It is autonomy.
I've been there.
Yeah. So, who was the most prominent ruler of Manna Kingdom? Do you remember?
Was it? Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Iran. What? Iranzu. Yes.
Yes, Ramsey.
Iratu.
Iranzu. Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I said Ramsey.
Iranzu. Then, so the rule of the Massaget Tomari struggled against which great empire? Strong empire. What was the name of strong empire that Massaget was fighting against?
Is it something beginning with an A?
Yes.
Is it because it's Albania?
Yeah, it is Albania. Yes. Today we'll talk about the rule of Massaget Kingdom. Massaget Tomris was fighting against Achaemenids. Yes, Achaemenid Empire. So I will anyway.
What was
it? Today we'll talk about the Albania. Yes, Caucasian Albania. This is Azerbaijani state. Actually, Azerbaijani state emerged towards the end of 4th century AD in the northern part of Azerbaijan. So it was the first state in northern part of Azerbaijan. Actually, we never experienced any statehood in the northern part of Azerbaijan before the Caucasian Albania. But the question is that why do you think it was called Albania? Have you ever heard about the state under the name of Albania in Europe?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is the connection between them? Why this is Albania? Is it the same states? So most probably no. Yes, because this is located in Azerbaijan. Yeah, it was located in Azerbaijan, but we have also another Albanian state, which is located in the Balkans. Yes, in Europe, Eastern Europe. Yes, so they are completely different, but their name is the same, almost the same. Yes.
It is Albania a country now?
Yeah, but it's not in Azerbaijan. It is in Europe, in Eastern Europe, actually. So it's called Republic of Albania. Republic of Albania. This is located in the eastern part of the Europe in Balkan region. So I would like to show that on the map. Let's 1 minute, please. Republic of Albania. Yeah, this one. Do you see? Here, it's located very close to the Italy, but only between them there is a Adriatic Sea, I think. So that's the Albanian state. But my argument is that it shouldn't be confused with Azerbaijani Albanian state. Okay, in order to make distinct between, in order to make difference between them, I would like to offer you, let's call Azerbaijani state Caucasian Albania. Yes. Why Caucasian Albania, do you think? Jalil, why do you think I called Azerbaijani and Albanian state Caucasian Albania?
What does it mean?
Caucasian Albania. So let me write in chat. Caucasian Albania. Caucasus. Have you heard about Caucasus? That's the region. No, you haven't heard about. Caucasus is the region. It includes 3 states: Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia. Okay. This is the region. It includes 3 states: Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia. Okay, so that's the reason because of Albania was located in Caucasus region, I called it Caucasian Albania in order to make different from the European Albanian state. Okay, I hope you understood what I'm talking about. Did you understand me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So first, the capital city of Caucasian Albania. So mainly this kingdom, Caucasian Albanian kingdom, actually was located in today's Azerbaijan territories. Okay, so the capital city was Gabala, or so if you have visited to Azerbaijan, most probably this is one of the most sightseeing places, or the sophisticated, because of its sophisticated nature. So many historical monuments there are here. Gabala. This is the capital city of actually of Caucasian Albania. So have you heard about Gabala? In Azerbaijan, this is one of the districts today, even today. But this is very historical place because in the past it was the capital seat of Caucasian Albania, Albanian state of Azerbaijan.
I think I heard it before.
Yes, most probably because this is a very famous place in Azerbaijan. Everyone, when they want to travel to anywhere in Azerbaijan, this is one of the first places they want to travel. Okay, because of the nature, the beautiful nature, the many historical monuments. That's why. So this is the ruins of the ancient Kavala city, the capital city of Albania. So do you know what's interesting about Caucasian Albania? It actually existed in Azerbaijan more than 1,000 years in Azerbaijan as a state, yes. But unfortunately, then Arabian troops, when Arab Empire wanted to occupy Azerbaijan, they actually put an end to the existence of ancient Caucasian Albanian state in Azerbaijan. So, that it was a time when Azerbaijani people were believing Christianity. So then it was replaced by Islam religion by the Arabian occupation of Azerbaijan. So adopted Islam religion. We were Muslim, so they're already Muslim. So our Caucasian Albania was cancelled by the Arabian Empire, because they occupied our territories. So the question is that, why do you think this state was called Albania? You have 5 minutes. So you are required to read this short text here. Why they were called Caucasian Albania? I'll ask you a question, okay?
So we write all of that.
Yes. This is
What,
the
the
map.
boxes.
Yes. Oh, all of the information should be read. Okay. So this is the map of Caucasian Albania. You see, it covers today's Azerbaijan territories. Yes. The capital of which city was Kavala. Yes, not Baku. Yes, Baku was not famous city at that time. You see, there is not any Baku name under the Baku. Yes, here. So even the names are very different, except Kabbalah. Kabbalah is the only name came to our time without any change. Yes, Kabbalah is the Kabbalah today. But for example, Sakasena, yes, Kambizena, or so not Derbent actually.
I know now.
Yes.
Yep.
So there are very different names. Yes. Why do you think our territories were very different in the past in comparison to today's names, territorial names? Maybe we use different languages in the past, yes. Maybe Persian language, Caucasian language, I don't know what. But so that is clear, our language was very different in the past. Yes, that's why our territories actually was under the different names. So, for example, the only name is the Kabbalah, so it didn't change actually over the history and came to our times without any change. Okay, so start to read a short text, please. I'll ask you a question from the text.
I did.
You did already?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, let's give at least 2 minutes or 3 minutes, okay? I'm waiting.
I'm on the yellow text.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You didn't get yellow text?
No, I'm on the yellow text.
Not all of them should be read. Not only
I know.
yellow. Yeah, I understood you. So you are reading the yellow text, yes?
Writing the yellow text.
Okay. Okay, have you finished?
Yep.
Okay, so
No, I haven't.
you haven't? Okay, let's
I'm
wait.
on the last one.
Okay, let's wait 1 more minute.
I'm done now.
Okay, perfect. Good. So what is the state is it called Albania? My question is,
I'm halfway through the blue one. Last one. I'm done.
Okay, so let's start with Ayhan. Ayhan, so actually my question is why this state it was called Albania? So what was the reason? So you see, this is the map of Caucasian Albania. There are many tribes, lots of tribes living in Caucasian Albania, yes. Different tribes actually were living in the northern part of Azerbaijan. So why this state was not called, for example, let's say, Uti state, Gargar state, yes, there are many tribes living here.
Because Albania was like very defensive when they had people when they were in danger. They were like they defended themselves. And
But for example, yeah, the Albans, ancient Albans, they were not only tribe in Azerbaijan, yes. There were different tribes living in Azerbaijan, Uti, Gargar, Kadusi, Kaspi, so yes, the Albans was one of them, yes. But why this state was not called Kadusi state, Lake state, Caspian state, but especially Albania state?
because over the time, people the tribe decided to go in Albania, and then all the tribes went to Albania, and then it became like a big country. And
Okay.
now instead of like 26 tribe and 26 languages, there was only one language, and it was the Albanian language.
Okay, good. So, Manoj, what do you think? But regarding my question, what do you think? And why it was called Caucasian Albania? Oh, so Albanian state, not else.
Albanian state because they were Albanians, so and they all the tribes because all the tribes were Albanian.
So among them, the most predominant and tribe was what? Ancient Albanians, yes. It means that it was the largest one, yes. So that's why when so they were threatened, the ancient tribes living in Azerbaijan, when they were threatened by the enemies, they wanted to get support from the Albans because they were powerful, because they were largest ones. So they actually united under the Albanian tribes. Yes, do you understand me?
Yeah.
So over the time, the term of Alban or Albania referred to all the tribes living in Azerbaijan. Yes. Why, Jalil? Why? Why especially Albania?
Because Albania was so large and it was so powerful.
The powerful one, yes. So if you are weak, yes, you cannot create a state. You need to get support. You need to be allied with this powerful state, yes, to preserve your to defeat your enemies, yes. That's why among them the most powerful one was Albans. So that's why they decided to unite under the umbrella of, let's say, of Albanian tribes, yes. So, but their languages were different actually. Their rulers were different. But in order to save their lands from the enemies, from the foreign attacks, they decided to unite their power, yes. So that state was called Albanian state. And over the time, so all tribes lost their name, lost their identity, and mixed with the Albanians, yes. So all tribes, so they turned to be the one state. It was called Albanian state. So once again, the Albanian state actually, guys, was located in the northern part of Azerbaijan. Yes, I mean today's Azerbaijan. I'm not talking about southern part of Azerbaijan. Yes. So this is the Albanian state map of the Albanian state. So what actually catches your attention in this map? So you see, even some territories of Georgia, yes, the overall all Armenian territories, yes, Georgia. For example, some part of the Russia that banned, for example, yes, some part of the Iran that was also included to the Caucasian Albanian state. Yes, so our ancient state was larger than today's Azerbaijan. Yes, and these are our historical lands. Unfortunately, we lost most of them over the history. That's why. So I'm talking about. So when we talk about Azerbaijan statehood, yes, the ancient history of Azerbaijan, 3 states come to my mind. In the northern part of Azerbaijan, Albanian state, yes, because because Azerbaijan statehood tradition starts with Albania in the northern part of Azerbaijan. But overall statehood traditions of Azerbaijan start with the Manyan kingdom. Yes, Manya was the first kingdom in Azerbaijan, but Albania was the first kingdom state in the northern part of Azerbaijan. That's all. So next, so do you remember Atropatene kingdom? Jamil, do you remember Atropatene? They were fighting against the great empire. Yes, they had enemies. One of the great empire of its time. It was what? What was the name of great empire? The most powerful empire where Albania, Atropatene state was fighting against. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What was that?
Maybe
Maybe
they were fighting Alexander the Great.
the Alexander the Great, yes, but that Atropatene was not state during the Alexander the Great. So Atropatene declared its independence after the death of Alexander the Great. Yes, Atropatene was fighting against one of the most powerful empire, the Roman Empire. Yes, Roman army. Do you remember that? Roman Empire.
Yeah.
So the Roman Empire. So guys, you Caesar. You remember that Caesar. So the Roman Empire actually had occupied the majority of the European territories at the time, but they had also intention to occupy Azerbaijani territories, and so that's why they sent military troops to Azerbaijan to occupy Azerbaijani territories. So once they occupied Atropatene, they wanted to occupy Azerbaijan, southern part of Azerbaijan, Atropatene state, but say Atropatene actually defeated them. So then they wanted to occupy Albanian state. Do you think they became successful in Albania? So because Atropatene actually defeated them, yes, but what about another state of Azerbaijan, Albania? Do you think they became successful to occupy northern part of Azerbaijan?
Yes, because they didn't.
Yes.
They didn't. What's it called? They didn't beat them.
So this is the text. So please read this short text, please. The Roman Empire sought to expand its influence and establish a dominant power in the Middle East. But what happened? They started military campaign, and one of the first target was Azerbaijan, especially Albania. Yes, they decided to attack to Azerbaijan, but Albanians defended their homeland. Yes, but what happened at the end? So, according to the historical sources, even Albanian women were fighting against the Roman army. So they were shocked when they saw that actually. So the Albanian women, they were fighting against the Roman army. Can you imagine? Have you ever heard about Amazons? The famous women fighters. Yes. What do you know about them? Amazons. Amazon color. I think this is Amazon. So they were women fighters, according to the historical legends. So if I'm not mistaken, famous historian Herodot gives information about them. So they were living in Azerbaijan, in Caucasian Albania. Yeah. What?
women would fight in Azerbaijan in like wars and stuff.
Yes, the women fighters. So one of
Yeah.
them, for example, the Tomris himself. So sorry, Tomris also Tomris herself also was a woman fighter. Yes. So according to the historical sources, so there were a group of women living in Azerbaijan. They were very skillful fighters. So they were called Amazonkas, and the historical source gives information about them. And most probably in the military fights, they were participating as well, most probably against the Roman army. So that's the reason the Roman army, huge Roman army, had difficulty to occupy Azerbaijan territories. Yes, but at the end, actually, so they could manage to occupy Azerbaijan, northern part of Azerbaijan. So, but fortunately, so despite the fact that they occupied Azerbaijan, northern part of Azerbaijan, but we had very good relation with the Roman Empire. So, so you are living in the Great Britain, so I don't think that you will you have heard about that. So there is a famous village in Baku, which is called Ramana. Yes, Ramana village. It's located in Baku. So very interestingly, and so far I had an information that actually Ramana village of Baku is related to Roman army. What's the relation with them, do you think? Why this name was given to Azerbaijan village? Ramana village in Baku.
Because
Huh?
Romans lived there?
Azerbaijan had a good relationship with the Roman.
Romans.
Yes, you are right. Most probably
Oh,
their army came to Azerbaijan. Yes.
was it because
Yeah.
Romans invaded
Yeah.
Azerbaijan, and so they named the thing Ramat. What was it called? Ramat.
Ramana. Yes, Ramana.
Yes,
So
Ramana.
yeah, this is actually one of the village of Baku is located very close to the Baku International Airport. So and Ramana is actually, so then I had an information about actually the name is related to the Roman army. So that recently I learned that actually this is related to Roman army, because when they occupied Azerbaijan, they deployed military forces in Azerbaijan in Baku. So and the village of Ramana was the place where Roman army was. Roman army actually was located. Let's say yes. That's the reason they gave the name, the people, or the Azerbaijani people, most probably after they left Azerbaijani territories, they gave their name to the village. Yes, that's why this village is called Romana. Romana, this is related to one of the most powerful empire, the Roman Empire. Yeah, they came from Italy to Azerbaijan. But why do you think Roman army they wanted to occupy Azerbaijan territory? What made Azerbaijan attractive to the enemies? Yeah, what do you think? Why Azerbaijan was attractive to our enemies, especially Roman army? Why they spent so much time to occupy Azerbaijan, and they spent too much resources, army? Yes, why they wanted to occupy Azerbaijan? What was the advantages of occupying Azerbaijan?
They had lots of culture, like they've got a culture, like a really big culture.
Do you think that culture is the main factor for the occupation?
Yeah.
Maybe strategic location. What do you think? Azerbaijan was located in Silk Road, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are controlling, let's say that if those countries that were controlling the international Silk Road, they were dominant in the world, yes. They were most powerful state. That's why it was very important to get to gain the control of the Silk Road passing through the Azerbaijan, yes. You know what's the Silk Road? Do you know what's the Silk Road?
Is it a trading route?
Yes, it's trading route. It started from the China and the pass through from different countries and then reached to the Spain, if I'm not to France or the European countries. Yes, one of the main line of this trade road was passing through Azerbaijan. Yes, so not only that, but also the Azerbaijan was located between Indian Ocean and the Black Sea. So that's why to connect the let's say the army from the Caspian Sea, from the Black Sea to the Indian Ocean, they needed a strategic road from Azerbaijani territory. That's why Azerbaijan was located very strategic position in terms of economy, in terms of military and economy was a very important territory. Even today, guys, do you know why Azerbaijan is very important for US? Why Azerbaijan is important for Russia, Turkey? What's the importance of Azerbaijan? Do you have any idea? Is it because of the oil, gas?
Yeah.
I don't think so. What else do you think that Azerbaijan is important for US, that Russia, Turkey, Iran?
They're like guns and power and government.
Azerbaijan is usually called the door between Central Asia and Europe. Okay, so Central Asia is a very rich region. Yes, that's why Azerbaijan is located between them. Azerbaijan is a door between Europe and Asia. Okay, do you understand me? So in order to get the control of main roads, trade roads, yes, this is important to gain control, to get influence over Azerbaijan, yes. That's why. So without Azerbaijan, most probably the US Turkey wouldn't be able to connect themselves to the Central Asia. Okay, for example, Turkey has ambition, let's say, to reach to the natural resources of the Central Asia to gain influence over the Central Asian states because they are also Turkish states. Yes. So that's why the Azerbaijan is important. So, for example, for connecting nature to carry natural resources, oil, gas from the Central Asia to Europe, this is important to pass through Azerbaijani territories. Without Azerbaijan, it's not possible actually. Okay. For example, after the Second Karabakh War, so there is a discussion on opening the new corridor, Zengezur corridor, yes, between Azerbaijan and Armenia, yes. Have you heard about that, Zengezur corridor? That this is political issue. Let's okay. Let's don't go too much into the depths. Let's continue our lesson. Okay. Just I wanted to give you brief information that why Azerbaijan is important for the great states, that it was the same in the past, even today. That's the reason why usually powerful states want to get control of Azerbaijan. So that's the reason I'm talking about Roman army. What was the purpose of them? To gain the control of the famous trade routes, yes? So, so despite, as I mentioned before, despite the fact that they occupied Azerbaijan territories, but Albanian state was not a completely dependent state on the Roman army, okay, Roman state. Actually, they were vassal state. Do you know what's a vassal state? Vassal, actually, I pronounced wrongly, so incorrectly. Vassal state. Can you please look at chart? Vassal state, vassal. Actually, the correct pronunciation is the vassal, yes? Have you heard about that?
No.
Vassal state, yes, guys. This is the state is dependent on someone else, yes, some other state, but internally it's independent, yes. But in terms of foreign policy, this is not independent. Okay, it means that it is not completely dependent state. It is half dependent, half independent. Okay, let's say vassal state. You gave tribute to another state, so what you are independent in the internal policy. Yes, no one can interfere to your internal policy. Manish, do you know what's the difference between internal and external policy, foreign policy?
Internal and what was it?
Internal policy and foreign policy and external policy.
I don't know, but is foreign policy like the law?
So the foreign policy, external policy is what's your relation with another state, yes, and other states, yes. It's the external foreign policy, but internal policy is domestic policy. Your control over the people or nation, yes. For example, president's policy, let's say, prime minister's policy, about the people living in Azerbaijan, yes, and
Yes.
that's internal policy. But external policy is mostly related to foreign relations, yes, foreign countries. So if the first state is the vassal state, it means that it is internally independent, but externally no, because its foreign policy is controlled by the Roman army. Its foreign policy was controlled by the Roman army. Okay. 1 minute, please. Okay. Sorry. This one. Yeah. So the questions, I have put several questions. You have 5 minutes. Can you please answer these questions?
Yep.
Okay. So the comparison question, I have also comparison question here. So you are required to compare Azerbaijan, Atropatene state and Albania. If you remember, of course, I'll help you to remember information related to the Atropatene, but at first you need to take the first initiative activities. Okay, start please. You have 5 minutes.
Should we draw the Venn diagram?
If you want, you have a copy. Do you have a copybook? If you have, you can draw and compare them on the book, a copybook.
What if we don't have one? Do we just list them?
Then don't do it if you don't have one.
For example, A Atropatene, B A Albania, B Atropatene. Yes. So you should write first differences and then the similarities. So we already mentioned one of the similarity. It was what? The both of them were attacked by the Roman army. Yes.
Do you put, what's the Venn diagram for?
Venn diagram for the second question, and you need to compare Azerbaijan Atropatene state and then Albanian state. What to remember?
Okay.
For example, maybe what would be the main difference between them? One of them was located where? Another one was located where?
Are we allowed to write down like they are both in Azerbaijan and they both start with the letter A?
That's not so strong actual argument, let's say, but that it starts with the A. No, I wouldn't say, because it's normal that the name of states can be the same, yes, It's not the similarity actually. But if you have a strong argument that maybe if you see any similarity, both of them both of them are related to Azerbaijan, maybe, for example, do you think that Albanian name is that? Do you see any what? Oh, so I should. Melech and I, can you please turn on your mic? Yeah.
I don't understand the second question.
Neither do I.
Nobody understood.
Yeah.
Isn't
Okay.
it that we need to just what's similar and what's different between Albania and Azerbaijan?
Yeah, similarity and difference, just.
Is Azerbaijan in the northern or the southern part of
Azerbaijan in
Azerbaijan?
the southern part of Azerbaijan, but Albania in northern part. Which one is today's modern Azerbaijan Republic? Albania, yes, because it was located in the northern part of Azerbaijan. Today's Azerbaijan is also located in the northern part of Azerbaijan.
So can that be a difference?
You cannot find difference. So, for example,
No, I meant like, is that a difference? Like, is
yeah, of course, this is the difference. This is the main difference.
So Albania was in the north.
Albania was located in the northern part of Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Azerbaijan is a city, right?
No, Azerbaijan is a state, not city. Azerbaijan is a complete city, a state, sorry. But the one more similarity is that both of them was founded in Azerbaijan after the death of Alexander the Great, okay?
Okay. So, should I write for similarities that they're both states?
Yes, of course, both of them were state, actually. Not the tribe union or the government body, but the state, because they had the main future of the state to be formed as a state. Sorry, I'll turn off your mic because it makes noise actually.
Okay. What was the village that
What was the village?
Yeah, the famous village. There was like Rome. Was it Rome?
Ramanna. Yes, Ramanna. Let me write in chat. Ramanna. Not only that, but also Jalil. In Gobustan, there is a stone on that. There is an inscription is talking about the Roman army had been in Azerbaijan. The Gobustan stone. Let me write in chat. Gobustan stone. I didn't talk about that actually. Gobustan stone inscription. There is an inscription on the stone shows that Roman army had been in Azerbaijan in 1st century AD. 1st century AD. Cobblestone stone. Okay, if you have finished, I'd like to explain one by one, but first I need to get your answer. So the Roman army attacked Azerbaijan territories between Albania. So the Malech, what do you think? Why Roman army attacked Azerbaijan territories?
Because they were strong and powerful.
They were powerful, but does this mean that they should attack the other countries? But they need something. They need something. That's the reason they attacked the neighboring countries. It's not only related to the power.
Land.
But I explained that Azerbaijan was located in a strategic position. It was located on the trade roads, and it was linking the Black Sea to Caspian Sea and the Caspian Sea to Indian Ocean. So that's why.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted to gain control of the trade routes from the Black Sea to the India. Okay, trade routes.
Can I give a reason for number 3?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, should I say now?
You don't know?
No, I said, should I say it now?
Yeah, of course. If you want, of course, you can.
A reason was because they named a city in Azerbaijan Al-Ramana.
Village.
Yeah, a village.
Ramana. So, but it is not the only evidence. But I have
Yeah.
also one more evidence. So it is the stone. Let me show you.
I also read that.
Yeah. So can you please read this short text? This is a stone is located in Gobustan National Park near Baku. It gives information about the Roman army which had been in Azerbaijan. Yes, in Latin language, it's written in Latin language. It gives that information that a 12th legion of the Roman army had been in Azerbaijan. Okay.
Can I go to the toilet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Jamil, can you please compare questions? Question number 2. No, question number 2.
Excuse me?
Question number 2.
Oh, should I do a difference?
Yeah, difference and similarities, both of them. But listen carefully, okay? Listen to me carefully. I will give you the very, very, let's say that important information regarding similarities and the differences about its Albanian and Atropaten. So start, please.
So, Atropaten was in the southern part of Azerbaijan, and Albania is in the northern part.
Yes, good.
So Albania and a similarity is that Albania and Atropaten are both states.
The both of them were state, not any other, for example, was government body or tribe union. They were state, completely state. You are right. What else?
They were both attacked by the Roman Empire.
Yes, perfect. Both of them were attacked by the Roman army. So then what else?
So they were, I don't know.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Good. Malech, what about you?
I remembered another one.
Yeah.
So they were both formed after the death of Alexander the Great.
Perfect. You are right. Both of them actually were founded so after the death of Alexander the Great, because Azerbaijan was under the occupation of Alexander the Great's empire, Macedonia, yes. But then after the death of him, Azerbaijan states became independent. One of them was Albania, another one Atropatene. So their religion was also different. I haven't talked about that, but this is the additional information. That's why I told you listen to it carefully. So in Albania, the main religion was monotheism, so polytheism. There were different religions, so believing to different gods. So for example, god of sun, sun, god of the moon. So different, they were believing natural events and different things, yes. But when it comes to Atropatene, yes, so the main religion was Zoroastrianism, so worshipping to the fire. So, but it was monotheistic religion, okay? Monotheistic religion. Do you know what's the difference between polytheist and monotheistic religion?
Yeah, when you believe in one God.
Yes, you're right. One god and many gods, yes. The Atropatene state, Zoroastrianism, it was the monotheistic religion, but fire was important, the worshipping to the fire, yes. And but for example, Novruz holiday, yes, Novruz holiday is related to Zoroastrianism religion in Azerbaijan. But when it comes to Albania, no, they were the polytheist religious beliefs in Azerbaijan, in Albania. So believing to the sun, believing to the moon, natural events, natural occasions, that's okay. So one more similarity between them, they actually, what was that? I tried to remember. So both of them was actually founded in slavery. So do you know what's slavery? That person was working without paying any money. They had obligations. And then what else? So, for example, difference between them. Albanian state exists in Azerbaijan more than 1,000 years, but Atropatene, no, it only lasted 500 years. So Albania was more that lived more than the Atropatene state, yes, let's say. And another difference is that Atropatene's name is the original Azerbaijan name, but Albanian no, okay? And the Roman army, we already discussed that, the Roman army attacked Azerbaijan and Atropatene, that's all, I think. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that everything is clear to you. So, and then let's wait next week. So good day, everyone. So
Bye.
see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
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 Bye bye. Bye bye.